plays it. This is Brasher coming in early in the set of 6. Centre from dummy half. He picks up an easy 10 metres. That's where he's so dangerous. They work the blind through Hanley. He takes it up strong as well. This is where the Leichhardt crowd gets behind them. Hanley's not happy. They come in from every direction. The trainers, touch judge, are still going there. This is where it happened. Hanley not really taken all that high. It was sort of around the shoulder. It was the following facial, I think, that he objected to. Rodwell was the first tackler. You can see he's being held down there.
Subcontractors and even just a home handyman.
Hanley sporting the scars of a tough week in round 1 of the 1990s. What a superb kick. We haven't seen too many here today. I think there were only 2 successful Tiger coming half for a while. Walker. Langaloa. That's a dangerous tackle according to Paul McGregor, and Craig Smith is not happy with the decision, as you'd expect them not to be. And he's been called out. As we take a look at it, I think where he's got in trouble here is he's put his arm between James Langaloa's legs, and the referees and the touch judges will always look at that and think it's a dangerous tackle.
Yeah, that is true, Eric. But in the player's defence, he had the arm there. He had the Balmain player in a dangerous position, but then he eased him down onto the ground. He eased him down onto the ground and made sure, as you can see, he gets the hand there, and you're right, there is a penalty straight away for that, but he did well not to drive him on his head there. He eased him down and made sure he laid him on his stomach, which I think is great.
You're absolutely right. David Manson, though, pretty much committed to the penalty. He can't step around Gary Edwards, though. This is Wishart out of dummy half. Oh, straight through Wishart. Beats one, gets picked up in the second. Inside the Balmain 30. They come to the left through Rodwell, steps off the left foot. Last tackle for the Steelers. It comes for Barrett. The kick over the top. Wishart is out there, he takes it on the full, he drops it. And it comes away through the Tigers. Oh, all he had to do was close his arms around it and he would have been away.
They've gone to Barrett for the kick most times, and he's placed this one perfectly. Rod Wishart came in on the angle and just mistimed it.
Last tackle for the Steelers, and they're only at their 30-metre line as the kick now comes from Brad Mackay. Brasher is back, runs onto it now. He picks up good speed. Can't get around the tackle of Adam Bristow, and he'll play it just inside the 10-metre line. Langaloa out of dummy half, steps around 2, steps around 3. Another one. Eventually is put down 35 metres out. Centre, Sironen, they work the blind. I've got a big line up to the right, Balmain. Plays it now. Gillett. This is the ball for Withers. Stephen Bosse. Worked their 6 tackles inside the Illawarra 20-metre line. Gillett, he'll go to the air. It's a good kick too. Where are the chasers? Hanley's up there. Gillett follows it up. It comes back now on the Balmain side. The penalty's gone to Balmain. He was under pressure before the kick. Kick's not a great one from Gary Edwards. Picks up only about 10 metres. They'll play it on the 20-metre line. Sironen will do that.
They've done exactly what they needed to do against Manly last week to win the game. I think they were so close to winning last week, but just in a few periods lapsed by dropping the ball in crucial situations. And tonight,
this is Adam Starr. Belted back in the tackle. Centre. They work the blind. Back inside through Smith. This is Hanley stepping off the right foot. Last tackle for the Tigers. And look at the work that the Steelers have been forced to make. 150 tackles so far in the match. Donaghey slips through one, slips through another, gets the ball back for Brasher, who kicks. There's 3, 4, 5 Tigers there. The ball comes back. Langaloa steps off the right foot, brought down just a metre out. Last tackle. They preserve their line again as David makes space up the middle. 4 points to nil. They trail 2 kicks to nil. The Tigers over the Steelers. Reeves out of dummy half, looks around, finds support from Timmins. Stepping off the right foot, gets the ball back. Eventually it's kicked back by Team Callaway.
Bit of a harsh decision, I think, there.
I think you're right there, Jason. They're having a few things to say, the Steelers.
Don't forget Johnny Wings is
Referee David Manson. As we see, Timmins runs around, steps off the right foot, the ball comes back.
That's knocked back as far as I'm concerned.
And if anything, the ball was knocked on by Balmain.
An unforgettable atmosphere. Just a great
See this one here, and the ball,
he's kicked it back. The Illawarra player kicked it back, which is play on.
Wonderful football from the Steelers. Goes completely unrewarded. In fact, it goes punished. Kennedy from dummy half. Kennedy will run 50 metres to score. That's got Leichhardt on its feet. What a try to Bubba Kennedy. Oh, 1 step, 2 steps, and all of a sudden there was no one home for the Steelers. And the Tigers go out to an 8-0 lead.
I'm sure they won't be happy about their decision, the Illawarra side, but you've got to stand up and you've got to line yourself up in defence and make sure you make the tackles in the next set of 6. He picked the ball up from dummy half, stepped off the right, off the left, and straight through.
Craig Smith, he picked out the big man in the defensive line.
Brendan Reeves has had a great game so far at the back, but you have to ask the question of where he was when Kennedy's gone through there.
He stepped off his left foot and
there's nobody home.
Big Craig Smith, the front row, really had no hope. And a 60-metre solo try to William Kennedy. He only came into first-grade rugby league last year. And John Pearce, that is precisely what this crowd ordered.
Yes, exactly what Wayne Pearce would have wanted too.
There's trouble for Balmain, not in the play the ball at the moment, but coming to the sideline as Paul Sironen holding what looks like a groin injury, and that won't be good news for the Tigers.
Judge Frank, we're going to go back to this incident where there's a couple of punches there.
Paul McGregor has been brought in with Glen Eyre, the halfback, who you can see is shaking his head. There's obviously something being said which involves his name. Begs to differ with referee David Manson. I suspect, though, that the penalty is still going to go Balmain's way on report from the touch judge.
They haven't had a great run in Illawarra in these sort of situations. The bounce of the ball's gone against them a couple of times, and so has the referee's decisions. Not that they've been wrong ones, but in situations where it's been fairly hard to tell, Balmain have seemed to come up with a decision.
Centre. Gillett, little cut-out balls, it falls for Kennedy, who comes up to Wishart. He pops it straight up into the arms of Wishart. Brasher gives chase. Wishart will get there. Langaloa came from the far wing, but talk about being a hero 1 minute and a villain the next. Kennedy looked so threatening down the left-hand side, and he popped the ball up and straight into the arms of Rod Wishart.
We spoke about Rod Wishart's brilliance earlier when that kick went into the end goal and he got himself out of there easily. But they were under pressure there, Illawarra. They'd given the penalty away. Then a player like Wishart swoops on that ball. Great players get themselves in those positions to score those sorts of tries. He swooped on the ball and Tim Brasher gave chase.
He couldn't have got a better pass, could he?
It was perfect. He won't score a much easier try than that. That gets them back into the game. That was the break they've been looking for. We were just talking a minute ago how things hadn't been going their way. Well, that one certainly went their way.
The first error he committed was obviously knocking on, but in attempting to regather, he just knocked the ball straight up to Rod Wishart. You can see how fast Wishart is because Tim Brasher is no slouch. Rodwell out of dummy half.
We'll talk about a bit of extra pressure on Trent Barrett, but some of the players around him haven't been helping him with passes such as that one from the scrum brace, and he stood up every time. That was a great take under enormous pressure.
They work the blind through McGregor. Steps off his left foot, puts the big fend out, but he's brought down in the tackle of Michael Gillett and Craig Freer. A long cut-out ball comes out wide. He looks back inside, and it falls quite nicely for Wayne Clifford. And Clifford will run around, and that's 2 tries in the space of 5 minutes for Illawarra. Now back the Steelers. They had Balmain under severe pressure down that left-hand side. And when the ball came back inside for Wayne Clifford, this was the big run from Bradstreet. It came to Timmins. He looked back inside. And it just came off the hand of Tim Brasher. It fell quite nicely for Wayne Clifford, who brought the ball around to improve the angle for Rod Wishart.
Smart play here from Air, because this was the last tackle. And he probably would have been looking to get the kick in, but he realised they had some space and numbers on the left-hand side. He ran the ball. I thought Timmins had blown it there. The pass back inside, if Brasher's not to know, but if he doesn't touch it with his hand, then the pass was clearly going forward. And former North Sydney player Bernard Wilson is a good player, good front rower, very keen and willing to take the ball up. He'll do it all day for the side. And it's the man out there to take that job of Paul Sironen.
Hanley offloads to centre. He finds some space. Offloads as well to Kennedy. He's got space. And again, it's put down by the Tigers. Stephen Bosse was there in support. A significant amount of time in 2nd grade. And he's just taken the field here in 1st grade. In fact, he'll step straight into dummy half. Here he is. The first time in a while in Illawarra colours. Returns to the club this week. And that is a fantastic kick. Oh. Michael Gillett could do nothing but watch it go out. And it goes out about 3 metres out from his own line.
He must have kicked that inside his own 40-metre area.
And the Steelers will have the loose head and scrum feed. So that's a wonderful example of this new rule which has come in this year. Illawarra hot on attack. Air. Long ball to Barrett. Not a particularly good one. He feeds McGregor, who ducks under one high tackle. Eventually caught by Brasher. Cross, looking to get involved. Reeves steps off the left foot again. Balmain defence holding quite well.
Bit of a knock on there as he played the ball, just a slight hit of a knock on.
Barrett, I've got numbers out wide, the Steelers. This is Clifford. He's already scored 1 try and he scores another. Strong play from the Illawarra number 5, Wayne Clifford. Went over in the tackle at centre. That was good hands and good vision from the play the ball to work the left-hand side.
Number 5, Wayne Clifford.
This is the earlier play. Barrett comes around to the left-hand side. Gets it out to McGregor. Clifford steps off the left foot, and you can see even though centre was all over him, he manages to get over in the tackle. Air holds the ball up.
This is great vision from Barrett here. He realised that on the left-hand side of the field, complete opposite side to where he was standing, that Illawarra had an opportunity. Glenn Air gave him the ball on the angle back towards that side. You see him here, he's looked back to the blind and realised there was a chance out there. He ran across on that angle so he could get to Hanley, draw him, ball to McGregor. He's so good one-on-one. Paul McGregor just stood in the tackle and got the ball away.
John Peard, the Tigers really have to get involved.
Yeah, that's a funny game, isn't it, the way it's turned around, but great piece of work then.
Cross from dummy half. Decides to pick up 10 metres all by himself as the ball comes back for Reeves, who kicks long. It's a good one. But Brasher in perfect position. Has a bit of space in which to run. And this time Wishart gets it. You get the feeling, Jason, that he didn't like that Rod Wishart was never going to miss this tackle.
Yeah, well, Brasher made a few yards down there 5 or so minutes ago, and he wasn't going to make many that time, that's for sure. They're behind, so they need to play their sets of 6, but at the same time they need to move the ball around and give themselves an opportunity of scoring a try.
Mackay. The ball comes out from McGregor. He should score in the corner, Paul McGregor. He steps inside, can't get it to a support. And the Steelers have come up with it with 6 more tackles. Manson hasn't signalled.
Beautiful ball from Trent Barrett out to Paul McGregor. McGregor just put himself into that hole.
Wishart into dummy half. Barrett fends off one, gets the ball out for cross. This is Tunbridge. Sets sail for the line. Penalty. David Manson, I think, has ruled that Tim Brasher had no right to attempt to strip there.
You're allowed to strip the ball in one-on-one tackles. It'll be
Young Farmers,
interesting if we can have a look at the replay to see how many tacklers were involved in the tackle. This is an important penalty because this will give Illawarra the 8-point buffer that's going to make it so much more difficult for Balmain to get themselves back into the game.
Wishart.
Also, don't forget a topic hire centre. Your local hire centre for builders, subcontractors, the home handyman.
You'd have to say there's 2 players involved in the tackle.
Cross. This is Cram. Cross finds air. McGregor comes back to the left-hand side, steps around. A great ball to Rodwell forward. Manson was pretty close to it. It was a wonderful ball.
They spent plenty of time running off each other in the centres. Paul McGregor and Rodwell, and McGregor came running back to the centre of the field here, as you see him heading across. He's so dangerous with the ball in his hands.
So now the Tigers with possession through Gillett. This is Kennedy from dummy half. Steps through the gap, Bubba Kennedy. Will he take on Reeves around the outside? Wishart comes at him, puts on the goof step and throws the ball forward. That was Balmain's last opportunity. 2.5 minutes to go, and as Jason Taylor said before, every time that Bubba Kennedy touches the ball, things happen for Balmain.
They've lost the ball Illawarra as it's been turned over to Balmain.
Yeah, I thought we had them covered in just about every area in the first half, but you know, you come off for a break at half time and things tend to turn around, and you know, that's really what happened out there, as you say. I mean, they got a few opportunities, a few half breaks in that second half, and they turned them into tries.
Well, mate, I know how hard you work with the team. Good luck for next week's game.
Thanks, John.
Andrew, winning coach, down 10-0 at half-time. How did you feel at half-time? Were you still confident?
Oh, still very confident half-time. We didn't control the ball area all that well in the first half, and I thought if we could control that a little bit better and get a bit more ball, I thought we had a couple of tries in us, and that's the way it sort of proved.
Well, even at half-time, I know things went against you. I thought they were very, very fit and enthusiastic and well drilled, and I didn't think at 10-0 up that they'd have a great deal of problem. So it's a credit to your blokes the way they came back. But of course, a lot of circumstances changed, didn't they, in the second half?
Yeah, well, that's true. We got a lot more ball, and we control their play of the ball. They had very quick play of the balls and had got a roll on us in the first half. We sort of attacked their play of the balls, a little bit better, and come up with a couple of good tries. But I think it was the defence that we lifted in defence, and also we got a lot more ball, which I mean, you can't win without the ball.
That's true. I think we're keeping stats, and I think you've done twice as much tackling as the opposition at half time, and that work around the marker needed some attention. Edwards had a good run, and then of course Bubba Kennedy streeted you, so that's an area you addressed at half time.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, I think the amount of work we did in defence is probably a credit to our conditioner David Boyle, and also, defence is 90% commitment. So I think that's an area where we really picked up this year, and I was very happy with the outcome.
You would be, coming from behind. Congratulations and good luck for the games to come.
Thanks very much.